There's not one double-blind study that proves that mental health conditions, including depression, is a chemical imbalance in the brain. In fact, they don't even know how to measure the serotonin in the brain. Yet they're using serotonin reuptake inhibitors for PTSD, for major depression. They're using it for everything. Why? Because it numbs the third eye. And it actually causes a chemical imbalance. And that's why it's so hard for people to get off after they've been on it for a long time, because it literally causes a chemical imbalance, which numbs the third eye, which shuts down the second chakra, the sexual center. And that's why 70% of people have sexual dysfunction. So there's not one double-blind study that hasn't been sponsored or manipulated by Big Parmesan cheese that proves this. Yet the whole industry of psychiatry is based on this thesis. And so how is this circulated into modern day humanity? Well, they spend lots of money studying psychology in humans, and they drop human beings into alpha brainwaves where they're suggestible, and they drop in these commercials and on magazines and television programming showing people who are happy running around with their children, and they're on this Prozac or Lexapro, when in all reality, if you're sitting in the psychiatrist's office like I was, sitting across from the world's problems, yes, for a moment these medications can numb them, but they come back 3, 4, 5 months later and it stops working, and they give you more medications, and it's not treating the root cause. So it's not true. There is not one double-blind study that shows that this is the cause. The real cause is a disconnection from the psyche, which the word psychiatry comes from, which is ironic because the entire Western mental health system has been designed to cut someone off from the soul, which is the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional self. And they're treating human beings like a desk, like a table, like a mechanical system, where if you adjust the serotonin, that it's isolated in a system, but it's not. It's all interconnected. And this is what led psychiatrists, this belief, which is what led to, locking people up in these mental health institutions, treating them like prisoners and putting them on mind-numbing meds and shocking their brain with electroconvulsive therapy. They don't even know what they're doing. So the truth will set us free, and the truth is that we have a soul, and a disconnection from the soul. There is only one disease, a disconnection from the superconscious mind, Freud called it, which is the 4th, 5th, and 6th stranded DNA, which will deliver to your mental 3D mind the right thoughts, words, attitudes, and beliefs, which will then communicate with the emotional dimension 2 body to the dimension 1 physical body, which will code for proteins, the double-stranded helix, in accordance with the frequency, thoughts, words, beliefs, and attitudes from your soul, your superconscious mind. And that is the cure, reconnection to your soul.